team is falling. The fans are soaked. But here's the bottom line. We've got football at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the Cincinnati Bengals. It's 3-0 versus 2-1. A good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the second round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football out of the backfield? To be able to get him in the second round, that's what I call a steal.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. He's got his man. It's Andrews. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Well, this defense for the Bengals, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Brown. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now it's Jackson. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that is incomplete.
An early message that this secondary is going to be tested, because even though it fell incomplete, it almost felt like a warning shot to get things going.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Jackson now. This is caught. It's Brown. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on. Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They'll run with Dobbins. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
2nd down and goal. Jackson flushed out right. And it's caught. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. Jackson's going to keep it. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And Tucker's kick right there, it's good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their own 24. The former 2nd-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
He's fresh off that 3-touchdown performance last week that got him AFC Offensive Player of the Week, so you know that he was already on their radar. Now he's maybe even a bigger plane on their radar.
Bigger plane. I mean, he is the big dot on that screen that they're looking at and saying, how in the heck do we stop him? They're going to try a bunch of different things, different people covering him, but right now he's locked in and is in sync with his quarterback.
Behind the chains, 2nd and 13. Now it's Burrow. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. Here we go. They go play action with Burrow. Looking deep downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 15. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Buying time to his left. 1st down and more for Jackson. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Bengals grab it.
all these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. And that one heck of a run right there. Once he got loose, you could tell that he was going to run a long way. That was pretty impressive.
And first and foremost, this is all about vision. He could see the play developing right in front of him. And once he's past the line of scrimmage and got a full head of steam behind him, he's just going to keep right on going.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. On second down, a run with Dobbins. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down, and you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Slings it to Andrews, and it's complete. The tight end has it. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. The Bengals drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line.
Deshaun Elliott there on the tackle. A gain of 9 yards. First down, Bengals. Here we go.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Burrow on play action. He will find his man Chase complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 45-yard line.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Dancing to his left. And Burrow going to slide to the ground as he does pick up the first down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Play action. It's Burrow. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
I'll give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
Sliding out of the pocket. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's second and goal now. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score.
Here we go.
Third and goal, Burrow. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. McPherson's kick is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the 2 teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
The throw here to Andrews, the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Jackson on first down. And a dangerous throw there. Nearly intercepted on the sideline, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jackson. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big connection on that one. 30 yards. And Jackson throwing once more. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Jackson. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected fourth down here.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And the Bengals will get the football back. Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. To Mixon on the check down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing again on 2nd down. Burrow eluding the pressure right, and he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
This goes out wide for Mixon, and he'll be out right at the 35.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
He sets to fire deep and got his man complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A big play that time through the air. 35 yards. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. McPherson's kick is good. So we have reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Bengals out in front as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Both these teams getting a chance to dry out, maybe change their cleats if need be, but halftime's just about over. Time to get back to it. And for the call of the second half, here's Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Burrow's throw caught by Higgins. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Now it's Burrow. Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 64 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Dumps it off to Mixon. Oh, nice move. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, a give to Mixon. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Partner, one thing I was lousy at growing up, track and field, I could never anticipate the start before a race, but how about that backer? He figured it out, jumped the count, and turned it into a really nice play for his defense.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. Touchdown, Bengals. Jamar Chase, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. We got this. Mike 42. Mike 42.
On 3rd down, Jackson. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now Jackson on 1st down. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And he's got this down to the 35. They'll run on 1st down. Dobbins. And not much running room. Down to the 32. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. That is caught. Rashad Bateman. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Rashad Bateman, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Ravens are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 81 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end, and able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And they go play action now. Burrow. Robinson's got it. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the Bengals are going to have a first and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. Well, no doubt here in the fourth quarter, this is a huge defensive series.
Hey, they can read the scoreboard. They realize if they give up a field goal here, this game might be out of reach. They understand the stakes and are playing accordingly.
Flush, and he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. It's a sack for a loss of 4, and that brings up third down and goal. Now it's Burrow. And the pressure gets to him again. Odafe Owe. He's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up fourth down. McPherson's kick is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the fourth.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Open man is Duvernay. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Devin Duvernay, his second touchdown on the season. And the Ravens have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Tucker with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
Yeah, this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. They go play action with Burrow. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about. You don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you got a battle on your hands.
And some space here. The 20.
I'm the best in the game. I'm the best.
Jamar Chase with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Bengals are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Well, you talk about Jamar Chase, one of the things that really stands out, his ability to take ordinary plays and then turn those into big ones. And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide, not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you, because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Steps away to his left. And Jackson going to have the first down as he will get to the ground to avoid the contact. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. The Bengal pressure gets him that time, down he goes. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. That's taken in by Duvernay. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agree. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. He's got his man, it's Andrews. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And he'll go right back to Andrews. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. Give him a couple on the scramble in 2nd down. Here's Jackson. Flushed out right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson. Excellent work there to get in on the touchdown run. And the Ravens draw a bit closer. They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken at the goal line. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. Oh, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. He will score. Touchdown, Bengals. A big-time special teams play here in the 4th quarter to extend their lead.
And coaches preach it all the time. If you can score on special teams, your chances of winning the game really jump up in a big way. Now, I'll let our analytics friends quantify it and give us the exact numbers, but that's what coaches talk about all the time, that extra momentum, that extra bounce you get from a special team score.
I don't have any analytics friends. Those are your friends.
I'll claim them.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Throwing, Jackson. Connecting with Andrews. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Now Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. The pressure too great, and he goes down once more. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Come on.
Jackson. He's going to let it fly. He's got a man, complete. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Here we go. Next shot. 42.
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch.
With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception.